Hey guys, Nick here with F5Live.tv, courtesy of Monster here, sitting with Javier Colon. How's it going?
Very well, man. How are you?
I'm doing okay. What an honor to be sitting next to you here in the Monster Den, so to speak.
It is the Monster Lab. It's amazing here, and it's been a great week here at CES, and I've enjoyed my short time here. But it's always awesome to hang with my Monster peeps.
Definitely. You say great time. I say nuts. As press, it's been absolutely crazy, as you saw on the floor today signing autographs.
Yeah, it gets a little hectic out there. I mean, there's a lot of press. Obviously, there's a lot of people. I think 150,000 people show up for this weekend or this week. So, yeah, I can see how it gets a little crazy for you guys. And but it's fun. Especially if, for me, getting to connect with fans and getting to sign some autographs at the booth and stuff was really nice. And to see some of the new products that are amazing, I'm looking forward to trying out.
Definitely, and I see you're wearing some products right now. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yes, these are the inspirations. You can see these here. They are amazing headphones, and I'm one of the first to get my hands on them, and they sound absolutely incredible. And they have interchangeable bands here that you can kind of stylize and completely make these headphones your own. And I love them. I love them. They sound absolutely fantastic. They're noise canceling, and they're not going to leave my neck anytime soon.
I see that as you put them back on very quickly. Now, they sound the way you intend your music to sound. Does it replicate the same way for you? Yeah,
that's one of the wonderful things that I love about Monster headphones is that when you hear music through their headphones, they sound you hear the music as we the artists intend it to be heard. Because when we're making music in the studio, we have all this high-end sound equipment. We've got the best speakers and the best microphones. We're using just some of the best equipment to make our music sound as great as we can, but then if the user or the listener doesn't have a good headphone to hear the music through, then all of that work that we do on our side, on the artist side, is lost because you don't hear all the nuances that we want you to hear. But with these headphones, that's not an issue because you hear everything that we intended, and sometimes maybe some stuff we didn't intend, because you hear everything. You hear everything, everything that the mics pick up, all the little guitar squeaks, you hear what you're supposed to hear.
And speaking of the music, your music particularly, let's talk a little bit about how your music started, what it came to be. Where did your inspiration come from to really start doing this?
I've been singing for a long time. I was always interested in music from a young age. My father was in the radio business. He was a radio DJ for a while, and then he went on to own his own small Spanish radio station in Connecticut, where we're from. So music was always it was always background noise in our house. If my father was at the radio station, my mom, who was a stay-at-home mom, she had a daycare out of our house. She would be listening to him while he was working on the station on the air, and when he was home, he was listening to the radio to see what else was going on while he wasn't there. So it was constant background noise, at home, and I quickly, as soon as I could start talking, I was singing stuff here and there. I was kind of mimicking what I would hear, on the radio, and that's kind of where my love for music started to grow.
Very cool. Now, obviously, you had a music career before The Voice, but let's talk about your move to The Voice, how that came to be, and then what got you to here in the Monster Den, so to speak.
I did have a start in music in 2002. I was signed to Capitol Records. I released an album in 2003, another one in 2006, and then later in 2006 I was dropped from Capitol. And the last 5 years I had been kind of searching for a new deal, and after having 2 albums that came out that didn't do as the label expected, it was hard to find a home. It's hard to find another label to kind of really take a chance on me. honestly, I had basically, ridden the wave as far as I could take it. I was doing some college shows. I was doing, little club shows here and there, but it was getting to the point where I was just barely kind of making ends meet. And I've got a wife and 2 kids at home, and as a responsible adult and father and husband, I couldn't, just continue to not make, what I consider to be enough money to support your family. So it was coming to the end of the line where I was going to say, well, you know what, if this isn't working out, I'm going to have to do something else. And The Voice came along. At first I didn't think it was going to be, the thing for me. I didn't even know if they would let me do the competition because of the previous record deal. But they had said that they didn't care about that as long as I didn't have a current record deal. And I said, okay, great. I wasn't still completely sold on it. My brother and some others, had told me, listen, this is something that you absolutely have to do. You can't not do this. You got to try this. My brother, he said, well, what do you have to lose? It's like, what else do you have going on that you feel that you can not do this? I said, you have a good point, because I've got nothing else going on, and I need something to change. So I might as well give it a shot. And one thing led to another, and the show went great. I ended up somehow winning, and it still shocks me to be able to say that. I'm still very. I still can't believe I won, but I'm very honored that I did. And how I got to the Monster Lab here. I met Monster Tom Land back a good maybe 4 or 5 years ago at a golf tournament. Actually, it was at a golf tournament, and then actually I was doing an after party, or it was a Super Bowl party for Floyd Mayweather that he happened to be at, and we hung out. We hit it off there, and he's been amazing to me ever since. And he knew the struggles that I was going through, and tried to help out in any way that he could. And he was a big supporter before The Voice, and he continues. And as well as Noel, they both continue to support, and I will do whatever I can, obviously, to support it at this point, because they've been awesome, and their products are amazing, and I support them 100%.
Right, and now that you've seen the growth from where you were to where you are now, and with the support of not only Monster but the fans and even the random strangers that you see over in the booth that go, oh wow, your music's so great, I didn't know of you too much until I saw you here, and now I've looked into it, you're great. Monster's behind your back now. What's next?
The next thing is to do some touring. We're going to try to get out there. The album came out. It's called Come Through For You. First single on that was As Long As We Got Love. We have another song that we're working to get out there as well, which is called Drop in the Ocean. And we're just trying to get the word out that the album is out, let people know. And it's going to be a lot of promo. It's going to be a lot of running around the country and hopefully the world, just kind of spreading the word and doing shows and just trying to build it, trying to take it from where we were on the show and try to move it in the right direction from there.
Javier, thank you for your time. I do appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Guys, stay tuned to F5Live.tv for more continued 2012 International CES coverage. We'll see you again.